The error code on this 7-year-old dishwasher says it's going to be about as expensive to replace it as it is to get it fixed. So let me show you how we replace this one. First, we have to disconnect everything. This is the drain line to the old one where it goes into the garbage disposal. So take that connection apart. Then we go downstairs and unplug it. This one is a little bit fancier. It wasn't direct wired. It had its own plug-in that went to a regular receptacle, and it had its own junction box under the floor. So pay attention to what you have and disconnect it. If you don't already have a separate shutoff for the dishwasher, now's a good time to put it in, but shut the water supply off and then you can disconnect the supply line. After everything's disconnected, it's time to take the old one out. When you pull the door open on dishwashers, there's a bracket on the top of the unit to keep the whole unit from falling out into the aisleway. There's 2 screws that hold the brackets in, so those have to be removed first. Normally at this point, you can pull the dishwasher straight out. However, if you have a laminate floor that has been installed after the dishwasher, chances are it's built up just a little bit. So be sure you retract the legs on the dishwasher so they're not pushing down and giving you a little bit of trouble, and then you hopefully can pry it out. We got lucky on this one and didn't have to tear up the floor any. After you have the old one out, you can bring the new one in and open up the box and see what you have. In this house, the electric and the water comes up through the floor. When you hook the drain line together, be sure you put the clamp on first, so after you get the lines pushed together, the clamp will already be in place and ready for you to just slide it over the new joint. You may have to have the dishwasher fairly close to where it goes to have enough drain hose to feed it through the hole to where it goes. The old dishwasher had its own plug-in for the electric. This one's going to be hardwired, so we have to run a new wire to this one. To fasten the direct wire, there's a special box mounted under the dishwasher where you can make all of your electrical connections. If you're not used to messing with electricity, this is a good job to have the professionals take care of it. The water line itself fastens much like a garden hose with that type of screw-on connection. After everything is hooked up, it's time to push it back in place. You have to push the insulation in as you go. Remember, in this house the floor is a little bit higher than it should be, so remember to retract the feet on the bottom of the dishwasher and take your time. After everything was pushed back in place and everything was opening properly, we went ahead and connected the drain line back up. That was the last connection we had to make. After everything was hooked up, it's time to put in the clips that keep it from falling out when you open the door. There's a slot built into the machines where you simply put the clips in. If they're too long, they're made for different applications. You may have to break the tabs off at the end, and then you replace the screws, fasten those clips back up into the countertop, and that gives the clips something to hold against when you open the door. Before you install the handle, if your unit has one, take the protective film off of the front. It makes it a lot easier than trying to pull that film out from under the handle after you have it screwed down. The screws on this particular one are Allen screws. It takes a little bit of talent to get those in place, but it's not that hard to do. The water line was hooked back up to where it goes, and then we can turn the water back on and check the connections, make sure we don't have any leaks. The other dishwasher was plugged into a receptacle, so I did not like that it didn't have a ground fault circuit on it, so I went ahead and installed one and put a switch on it, so if you have trouble with the dishwasher, all you have to do is throw the switch and you have the electric part shut off. And yes, I will put the cover on the receptacle. Run it for a cycle and check the connections below. Make sure we don't have any leaks on the pressure side or the drain side. And if you can, now's a good time to get your hands under there and adjust the legs or the feet on this to make it the height that you need, if you need to. That's about all there is to it. We have the new dishwasher in and it works good. It looks pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.